It's the last episode.
So we're doing the theme song live.
This is the Spinoff TV.
I'll decide if it's rubbish and I'll decline. Way out on the line tonight.
On the show, we DNA Paul. Hayden Donnell goes one more round with David Farrier.
It's all about David Farrier.
It's a white man having a moan. Moan. Who's moaning? Who's that moaning? It'll be Hayden Donnell.
Madeline Chapman goes on a desperate search for Black Ferns merch.
When I tried to buy an official supporters jersey, there were none.
Somebody, please, take my money.
And Alex Casey gets on the crafts with Good Morning TV royalty.
You get a disposable nappy and you put your keys and your wallet and all the rest of it, and you wrap it up so that it looks like some baby just dropped something.
Kei aku mara kura, kei aku whatu kura, nau mai ki te hōtaka whakamutunga or the Spinoff TV.
Ma taki taki maira. I am still, unfortunately, Alex Casey.
And I've been Leonie Hayden. Massive thank you to Emily Adrosa for that amazing theme tune. She's been locked in the 3 basement all season. We've let her out. She's free. She's on tour this month. And just ask the internet where to go see her.
Do it. Now we've come to the final episode of the Spinoff TV. What a bloody roller coaster it's been.
Definitely puked a couple of times.
Wow. Keep that puking going, because we're up to the big twisty corkscrew part of the coaster. The almighty, ill-advised 1-hour finale that nobody asked for.
No one at all. To ease us in, we need a news shaman, a Dumbledore of details, a current affairs Gandalf.
We need Toby Manhire.
Wait, who?
I don't know, it's just what it says on the thing.
New Zealand First celebrated its 25th birthday in Tauranga, and that meant a good week for those who face one of the great hardships of modern life: foreign shopkeepers.
Migrants and refugees would be forced to sign up to a Kiwi Values Pledge if New Zealand First gets its way.
It's nothing more embarrassing to a Kiwi to walk into a shop and go and buy something behind the counter and all you get is foreign language.
There is nothing worse. Kia kaha, Roger.
What are New Zealand values? You know, I think we're a very fair-minded people. We're very pragmatic.
They are about respecting your mum and your dad.
Speaking English in the dairy. I'll tell you who else spoke English in the dairy. Jesus Christ and Richie McCaw and Maui. It was a good week for umlaut-based Soda Pop, which dropped a crate of bottles outside the Project Runway Hotel and hit the soda jackpot.
Would you like to try one of the hot sodas?
Hot soda stand?
This one. Yeah. I come with the intention that I'm going to nail this, but it's about a soda.
Did you have a good week? Make it better with Garage Project Happy Days. A great week for Anika Moore and her ongoing quest to root New Zealand politicians.
I don't know that I will go, Les, at any stage.
So no Les for
I don't think, because I think, you know, don't you have to, like, be Les?
And I'd be like, she my boo. And you'd be like, she my little brown girl.
And like every week, it was a good week for Good Week, Bad Week's goodest boys, our lodestars, our muses, our MCMs, Mike Hoskins and Leighton Smith.
I need to talk to you about Spinoff television, and they sort of opine about various issues. The effect, the spin-off, if you like, the spin-off television, the spin-off television. It's actually sounding like a porn movie script, the way it's unfolding, where it's always loose and crazy. Happy days.
What's your favourite Kiwi value that you would like to see new migrants have to conform to?
I think it's just getting the perfect yeah, nah in conversation.
Yes, important.
Yeah.
Put that on the form. I think mine's probably saying thank you to the bus driver.
Yeah. That's a great one.
Yeah, so Winston, if you're listening, jot those down. My favourite news of the week that's been going on is the annual Bird of the Year competition.
Yes.
People get so flippin' racked up.
It's crazy. You've never seen us more angry.
Yeah. Who are you backing?
Well, mine is more, I'm thinking long-term, I'm thinking self-preservation, because I saw on News Hub, actually, with the Murdoch family, that the Kia knows how to use tools now
Do we want to be encouraging that kind of behaviour?
Well, I'm thinking in a Planet of the Apes type situation, when they finally realise they can take all our jobs and do things better than us, I want to be on their side. So I'm voting for you guys. I know you're watching, I know you're listening.
What a sucker.
I know. What about you?
Team Kuaka, the bar-tailed godwit, they have the longest migration of any bird in the world. They cruise from here to the Antarctic like it ain't no thing.
Damn.
Yeah, they're really badass. And I hear anecdotally from my ancestors that they're delicious. But they're endangered, so don't fucking eat one.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Leonie, do you want to hear a joke?
Nope.
OK. What did the Hosier fans say after the Hosier concert?
What?
Take me to merch. I'll be here all night. This next story's about merch.
Human beings are tribal by nature. We're a fiercely loyal species. Today, as in centuries past, we wear our allegiances on our chests.
The Black Ferns have won 5 World Cups and my heart. But when I tried to buy an official supporters jersey, there were none. Sold out? No. Not sold at all. How could this be? I was outraged at the social injustice. So I took matters into my own hands. I scoured Instagram and saw one worn by radio host Clint Roberts. I was afraid he would show me up, so I made my own jersey.
When did you acquire this jersey?
So we did a bit of a peaceful protest on the radio. Some of the players heard it and were kind enough to send us 2 retired players' jerseys. Like, no offence to the girls, but this smells like a game jersey. Give it a...
Yeah, that's definitely been played in. I'm looking to buy a jersey. Don't say anything. What's our budget?
We've got $40 for lunch, I think.
$40.
I don't want to sell it to you, but you can borrow it if you want.
Borrow schmorrow. I wanted it for keeps, so I contacted the only other person I'd seen wearing one. Jacinda Ardern. I waited for the Prime Minister's response. Maybe she had put it on Trade Me. She hadn't, but I did find a Silver Ferns rugby top.
Of course I bought it. Why is it so hard to support the Black Ferns? Somebody, please, take my money.
In my anger, I had forgotten one simple method for getting a Black Ferns jersey. Become a Black Fern.
So how long were you a Black Fern?
7 amazing years.
Do you think with your position you would be able to acquire a Black Ferns jersey?
A 7's one, yes.
A 15's one?
No.
How hard is it to become a Black Fern?
So I reckon for an athlete like yourself, might be achievable.
That was all I needed to hear.
So I'm going to kick it out there. OK, go.
More.
And up, and yep, good. Nice.
It was going so well.
Oh, not bad.
Oh, look at that.
OK, ready and nice, go.
Until it wasn't.
That was good. It's the shoes.
I'd run out of options. New Zealand Rugby COO Nikki Nicol said some platitudes and concluded,
Fans can look out for more Black Ferns merchandise to be released before the end of the year.
More? What existing merch is there to add more to? But a saviour. The Prime Minister had responded to my message with an offer to help.
Jacinda Ardern is putting in the good word for me. But it's 2018. It shouldn't take a personal favour from the leader of our nation to get your hands on a Black Ferns jersey. 5 World Cup titles. What more do they have to do? In the meantime, I'll be repping this. Hopefully when the Black Ferns play next, I'll have something more official to wear. Madeline Chapman, the Spinoff TV.
Amazing.
Amazing. How much more do they need to do just so we can buy a bloody shirt? And they're such cool shirts.
It's absolutely crazy. Well, the good news for Mad is now that the show's over, she can go into making unofficial merch out of a van.
Yeah,
you know.
and training to be a Black Fern.
Oh, yeah.
I believe in you, Madeline Chapman.
She also gave us some incredible stats, just got to get these right. So there's 159 pieces of official All Blacks merch and 1 Black Ferns piece of merch, which is inside the mixed trading cards. chaos.
Sort it out, All Blacks team. Now, don't go anywhere because next up we've got a beloved TV legend and Guy Williams.
Ooh la la, dee da dee do.
And the bird of the year is Kiwi Values. $2.99, $3.99, 4 for $8, 3 for $1, $4.50.
Oh. Welcome back to the grand final of the Spinoff TV. I'm currently up 20 points, but Alex could still come back in the last quarter.
Anytime now. To give this extravaganza the eleganza it deserves, I decided to track down one of TV's most glamorous, industrious, interesting women. So without further ado, it's Esther from Good Morning! Just like Prince, Madonna and Lorde, Esther is one of those few superstars who has earned the right to have one name. Gracing our screens on Good Morning for over 17 years with her craft knowledge and amazing ballet skills.
Rubbish. I thought that the orchestra was a bit rubbish. Rubbish orchestra.
There's never really been anyone else like her. With Good Morning coming to an end in 2015, Esther took her expertise to YouTube. After being obsessed with Esther for the longest time, I decided to visit her craft headquarters to see how she operates.
Egg cartons, they're fantastic. And have you got a worm farm?
No. Ah, there's flour and eggs.
I wondered where they were. Pull all of that stuff off. And I've got that.
You're going too fast.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
Anyway, what's the show that we're doing? Right, how are you doing there?
I don't know.
I think that you could take over the world with a glue gun. It burns like you could never, ever believe.
Oh. Did you make anything like this in Brunei when you were at the florist?
Oh, the finishing artist for the Sultan of Brunei. Oh, no, that was a terrible job. On one of the trips to Brunei, I met Kofi Annan. And he said, I have one bit of advice for you, and that is to look after the women of the world that are less fortunate than yourself. So there you go. Did you like that?
Extraordinary. What was life like in Brunei?
Well, I lived in a compound and I had minders, and I was sort of hidden away because I think that there were issues with one of the Sultan's brothers, and we could talk about prostitution. Oh, I've got to tell you something. It's so interesting. I make a perfume. Woohoo! Oh, pop.
Extraordinary. Can we talk about Good Morning a bit, now that you've mentioned it?
Oh.
What would you like to say?
Oh. When we went from a 3-hour show and then came to a 2-hour show and then we came to a 1-hour show, I just knew, you know.
You knew it was over?
The people that make the decisions, I think that they're a little bit far removed from society. I've got to tell you about scissors.
Is that a rock wrapped in lace?
Oh, yes. Right, I'll give you a rock, love. Oh.
I saw a specific thing of yours a while back on Facebook. It was about how to keep your keys and your wallet safe on the beach.
You get a one of those disposable nappies. And you put your keys in your wallet and all the rest of it, and you wrap it up so that it looks like some baby just dropped something. But isn't that a good idea? I love that idea.
Kind of.
It's all sort of like white on
sitting
white.
on the cat.
Oh, no, it's all right. And I could have shown the whole world how to make that, but now that they ditched me, you'll be able to put this onto your show and people will see that and they'll think, no, that's a good idea, and then somebody might die.
I honestly can't believe what we've got done today.
It's quite good, isn't it? And I didn't even go fast.
That's debatable.
God bless Esther.
It's really true.
Now, for the past few months, our social anthropologists at Frickin' Dangerous Bro have been committed to their serious investigation into white people shit.
It's true, but tonight they face a hurdle like no other, expressing their opinions online with the confidence of a white man. Good luck, boys.
Godspeed.
So obviously you have the confidence to express your opinions online.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
But for some reason, I just have unbelievable pools of irrational self-confidence.
Yeah, right.
I feel like you want me to use my supreme whiteness. Should not have used supreme now, I'm saying supreme.
Those are two words that should not go together.
To help inspire you to say your dumb opinions on the internet?
I don't know.
You'll be right, mate.
What's an opinion that you're scared that if you put out there that you're going to get like a bit of flame for?
One that I thought was during Te Wiki o Te Reo Māori, whether instead of having the like shows where they're only hosted by non-Māori people, instead of having them speaking Māori, how about you just hire a Māori person for the week?
Hire a Māori. It's a new service.
You know what would be better?
Yeah.
You know...
Spell no right.
What would be...
This is really interesting, because I don't think I've seen Jermaine genuinely this nervous. Like, there's actually sweat on his... on his
Can we get a close-up on that sweat?
No, don't get...
Whereas I'm going to get, you're a shit comedian guy, you might get, Māori are always having a wine, typical Māori. Why can't you just be like Billy T and just have fun?
Well, that opinion came out of you quite easily.
Okay.
This is big.
I love hearing non-Māori people speaking to Reo on TV.
Okay.
But how about getting more Māori people speaking to Reo on TV?
And then put your fuckwits.
All right, should I go for it?
Tweet it out, baby.
Bro. Good luck, man. Should I retweet it so I can...
Oh, yeah, let go retweet it. I'll retweet it, yeah.
How many followers do you have?
100 crack.
Yeah, quite a few.
We need to give the confidence to say whatever you want online a rating. So, from the TV show, let's go from the TV show The Boondocks all the way to Downton Abbey. What do we give it?
I'm going to go with Mad Men.
Let's shake things up. I'm going to say this is The Cosby Show. It's the whitest brown show that has ever been made, and it has Bill Cosby in it. What a dream.
I give this and one mixtape.
A bootleg one, not a legit one as well. Like a dubbed one.
I give this a Jono and Ben.
You're like, what does that mean? Who knows?
Tune in.
Tune in.
White, brown, we'll take. We just want someone to watch it, please.
Yeah.
Thanks, white people.
We're joined by our good friend Michelle Court. She's our co-host on the podcast On the Rag. Michelle.
Hi, lovely to be here.
So
this is exciting. What a great space.
Yeah. It's really nice to have you in the studio with us. We're all women on the internet. And we too are wary of expressing our opinions there sometimes.
Exactly. And Michelle, you write weekly. Yes. You put opinions on the internet.
I do.
How often would you say that you get abused for daring to breathe near a keyboard?
Weekly. So, yeah, so I get, as well as the comments on stuff, which I can summarise as la 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 la, they're all just that. But I also get emails to my personal email account.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
It is really
direct
nice.
line.
Yeah, and what the interesting thing is that the column is a side-by-side column with my husband, Jeremy, who also, you know, writes at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but they publish at the same time. What am I talking about? And he gets none. He gets none at all. And one of the delightful things, though, is that the emails that I get going about what has been written is that often it's been written by him, but they have a crack at me for what he said.
So you're to blame for what you say and what
for what he
says.
says. Yeah, which is because I've got big, responsible shoulders.
Yeah.
Works for me.
You've got quite a good example of a tweet response that you got.
Yeah, I watched a documentary on that Ali Moore had emceed, so I sent a tweet saying, I really loved it, it was great. And she wrote back, hey, thanks. And a perfectly reasonable response to that was gulags and hags. So that seemed fair.
I don't even had so much abuse as I just think like aggressive, patronising emails.
Yeah, you get some quite descriptive stuff.
Yeah, I've been called, I'm so accused of having a sandy vagina, which is why I'm angry.
It's a very specific...
Why I want to write.
Yeah.
Not true. Also been called a blue-haired lesbian.
Oh, this is also factually incorrect.
It's just good stuff.
This is one of my favourite ones because it pivots on so many points. You are a kinky bish. I bet you totally want to get raped. This is not a threat. I am just warning you of other men God bless.
Yeah.
It's like, if that was an audio thing, it would finish with serving suggestion only, batteries not included. Just,
yeah.
There's so many.
So we asked sort of some of our friends to also send through some examples of things that they had been sent. My favourite one was a combination of every single possible thing. I hope you get cancer or leukemia or diabetes, AIDS, gas yourself like a Jew, kill yourself maybe, put a gun to your head and blow your brains out.
The beautiful
That's one
thing,
message.
this is the charming thing though, is that when he tried to write just put the gun to your head, he accidentally wrote just put the gun to your hef, and the next message was head, asterisk.
Yeah,
sorry.
Just to clarify.
Sorry, in case you were looking for a...
He knew he'd make it to TV one day.
This is the healthy way to deal with it.
This is how we finish every podcast.
It's got down in my... Cheers.
Cheers,
ladies.
So rude of me, so rude.
See you after the break. Welcome back to this 4D finale experience, unofficially brought to you by VI Poo.
Now, the Hollywood Report has long been our direct line to the good folk of New Zealand who have a passion for celebrity news and pies and sausage rolls.
Delicious. So this week, Donna Brooke-Banks headed out one last time to see how the punters are feeling about the end of the Spinoff TV.
Our fans.
Should be good.
Hello. You going into the bakery today? Okay. Hello, it's me, Donna Brooke-Banks with the Hollywood Report. At Hollywood Bakery, Lincoln Road. Ever met a celebrity? Got any Hollywood goss for me? Oh, have you heard of the Spinoff TV?
No.
Have you heard of the Spinoff?
No.
No.
Is it on Friday night for 7 days?
Yes! If you could be any celebrity, who would you be?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Did you know he grew up in Grey Lynn, around the corner?
Did he actually?
Yeah, he went to Richmond Road School.
Really?
Uh-huh. One day you could be Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah.
Just practice hard and work hard, that's what I say. Have you ever heard of the Spinoff TV?
No.
We're doing the Hollywood Report outside the Hollywood Bakery for the Spinoff TV. Do you know it?
No.
Ever heard of the Spinoff TV?
No.
Ever heard of the Spinoff full stop?
No.
It's not for everyone. Well, that's been me, Donna Brooke-Banks with the Hollywood Report. Well, I tell you what, I'm getting used to rejection, just like in real life Hollywood.
While we're talking about universally beloved pop culture vehicles, it was nearly 20 years ago that girl group True Bliss burst out onto the New Zealand music scene.
Amazing. To this day, everyone's all Joe Cotton this and Carly binding that. But everyone seems to have forgotten that we also manufactured a boy band equivalent.
Oh, Angela Driver never forgets.
She never does.
The 90s was a time where manufactured pop bands dominated the charts. But while everyone knows about True Bliss and Purest Form, no one knows about the boy band En Masse. En Masse released only one music video and one promo video.
And it was funded by two businessmen from Christchurch. Not these soft cocks, though.
We truly believe that we've got something very unique here. It's very easy to look at them and think, oh yeah, another boy band, but no.
And it was just so unlike anything that was coming out of New Zealand at the time.
I talked with Robin Gallagher, En Masse's #1 fan.
This boy band that was sort of coming out at a time when your sort of classic 90s boy bands like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys were sort of winding up. And here was this New Zealand attempt at a boy band, and they were kind of amateur but with good hearts, I think.
I tracked down band member Ruben, who was only 16 at the time.
What was the audition process?
All of the guys went individually. We sang one song then, and then they filmed that, and then they got us all together in the studio to see what everyone looked like together. And I suppose from there they chose the group that they wanted.
And that's when En Masse was born.
The first thing I noticed about the video is it's nostalgic and quintessential 90s boy band. And there are so many fades.
I have some conspiracy theories about the video. I think the boys are dead and they're haunting this
girl's house.
There's a bit of a whole sixth sense thing going on, like she can't see them, or can she? There's one bit where she's getting undressed, she changes her clothes, and are they like lurking in the background watching her getting changed, or is it just that the music video viewer is getting to see that? It's a bit creepy.
Undressing.
To be fair, we never appear in the room when she's undressing.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we were conscious of that. We don't want to be stalking and being creepy.
But something dark and creepy did happen. Death threats.
We actually received letters from someone who was threatening to slit our throats.
Did that person ever get found out?
No, they're still out there.
Death threats didn't cause En Masse to fade away. Something else did.
We launched really, really close to September 11. When it happened, I was supposed to be in the recording studio that day, but certainly there was no recording.
So, yeah, your launch was overshadowed by September 11.
Yeah, absolutely.
What happened to En Masse?
So it was a split between management, and then that created divides between management and the group, and then, you know, I suppose people just didn't really work together.
I wanted to do something special for En Masse, so I've got a surprise for you. I've contacted a radio station, and they're going to re-release En Masse's song, Break My Heart, and it's playing right now.
This is En Masse, Break My Heart, The Edge.
Listening to the song with Ruben, I knew he appreciated what I'd done. We both knew En Masse would never fade away, unless it was part of an emotional montage.
It's a catchy song.
It's a tune.
I hope the Edge listeners are really like voting for it, or whatever you do when you listen to the radio now.
Yeah. What I like about Angela is that I made some notes here. She just thinks everyone is dead.
Yep.
It's a major conspiracy theory.
Are we dead?
I think
this whole show might just be dead people that are haunting Angela.
Feels like purgatory. Spooky stuff. Okay, we've got to move on to one of the most explosive things, that happened on the Spinoff. It was when Hayden Donnell interviewed David Farrier during his publicity run for Dark Tourist.
It didn't end well.
No, it didn't.
Now, the tables have turned, and Hayden Donnell is the one with the new TV show, Get It To Te Papa. It's coming to Lightbox on October 16. David Farrier asked to interview Hayden about Hayden's show to show him how a professional does it.
Enter. Hello, Hayden. Take a seat.
Okay.
Welcome to my home.
Thanks for having me.
You interviewed me earlier for my Netflix show, Dark Tourist, so I thought I could interview you about your show, Get It To Te Papa. Okay. So first up, I know how much you love cheese, so I made this cheese board for you. Also, I know you love wine, so I thought I could pour you a wine.
Like, I mean, I appreciate this, I really do, but like, I thought we were doing more of a little sort of reciprocal interview about...
Oh, we are doing an interview, but I just wanted to start on the right foot. Cheers. Congratulations on your new TV show. Delicious. So, Hayden, tell me about your new show, Get It To Te Papa.
So it's about me trying to find like unheralded or underappreciated New Zealand artefacts and then trying to get them the respect they deserve in our National Museum Te Papa. Are you yawning? Is that...
As a privileged white man, do you feel you're the right person to be engaging in commentary and discussion around what should be in our National Museum?
See, I mean, this is quite pointed already. Well, I don't think I'm the wrong person.
No, I think...
I get you're trying to kind of trip me up here. I feel like this is not how I thought this would go. Like, look, mea culpa, I know our last interview was tense, but I was so grateful that we could get past that so we could promote my show.
You know, I don't feel we did get past it. I feel you gave me an opportunity to promote the show that I'd just done, and you basically used it to sabotage me on national TV, and I didn't appreciate that. Meanwhile, look at you. You're drinking a wine, you've got a cheese board there. Look at you. Look at this, man. Right here, New Zealand.
I feel deeply I mean, you've tricked me. You're a clever imp. You're really good. You've got a lot of experience on camera. Some of us haven't been on camera our whole lives. We can't just walk into the nearest funder's office and say, David Ferrer, 3 News, and get $500,000, you know? We have to sort of scrap to get our little series.
Fuck you.
No, what do you mean,
and
fuck
me?
me?
All you stand for.
This is not all about you. It's all about David Ferrier.
Oh, it's a white man having a moan. Moan. Who's moaning? Who's that moaning? It'll be Hayden Donnell, I'd say.
How is this about you? Fucking hated Dark Tourist. Fuck Dark Tourist. Fucking sucks.
Now, this finale is all about healing, so I thought we could have a live mediation of sorts. Hayden, David?
Hi.
Yeah, so I don't know why this is necessary.
It's all fine. We've got the professionals in, me. I want you to say 3 things that you like about each other.
He has nice hair.
You've got beautiful skin. Smooth.
Well, I guess in a way he can be nice to hang out with.
I enjoyed coming to your wedding. It was nice to realise that another human could love you, and that was good to see.
I mean, that feels pointed, but it's really nice of you
talking back
to say. And I guess for me, like, no, it was really nice having you there when you were there at the wedding. And you have been a good friend most of the time.
I do feel you fill a certain void in my life, and I think in some capacity you do fill my void.
I fill the void.
And think I do appreciate you for that. Thank you.
It's beautiful. You can hug. You can
Yeah.
hug on TV.
Thank
It's
you.
allowed.
Thank you.
How long should we hold this?
Join us after the break. We're going to have more group therapy and more love.
Okay.
Welcome back to our secret lair deep inside Rangitoto.
Kiwis have a long tradition of popping up in Hollywood action blockbusters. There's Cliff Curtis and Three Kings, Temuera Morrison and Vertical Limit, Cliff Curtis and Bringing Out the Dead, Temuera Morrison and Speed 2, Cliff Curtis and Collateral Damage, Temuera Morrison and Star Wars, and Brent Gilbert in Battle Rats.
Rapol Mare uncovered a long-forgotten Kiwi star of the silver screen. Remember his name.
What I do at the moment is real estate in town with a friend's company and being the auctioneer sometimes, depending on who needs me for that. And, yeah, running a house out at the beach, surfing as much as I can, fishing most weeks, and, yeah, enjoying life back out on the West Coast.
Brent Gilbert is a legend. The bro who always drops around to butterfish for the whānau. To some, he's the high-energy Wellington real estate agent selling them a house. But to me, he's my oldest friend's dad that starred in 2 B-grade action movies during the late 80s. This is his story.
Well, my partner and I we come out of teachers' college. We moved to Taranaki. I'm like, oh, well, I might as well be somewhere there's good surf. We do 1 year. We're living down in rural Taranaki. I'm like, how do we go somewhere bright and shiny? And Tan's sister Lisa was working over there in Hong Kong. She'd come over. Ended up just doing anything to survive over there. I found a place called Party Planners. It was the weirdest outfit. Sometimes, you know, I'd have to burst in semi-naked, dressed in chainmail, except for a G-string, at a woman's birthday party and start singing, "Birthday girl, you're just the cutest little birthday girl."
After being on a dairy farm in Taranaki, it was quite exciting being in a big, bustly city, and Brent sort of thrived off all that energy and all those people, and he was into being fit. He was like super fit. His head looked quite small at the time because his body was getting bigger, and so, you know, it was kind of...
I was asked, what about acting? Yeah, I'm an actor. I majored in drama at Wellington Teachers College. Why wouldn't you be? You know, so your Kiwi thing, hey, you arrive over there and like, yeah, mate, I'm a fighter, I'm an actor, I'm a lover, I'm a killer. Started with the short, quick ones, this kind of splatter movies I used to play on buses there when people are doing long journeys.
After starring in a handful of bus movies, Brent got a screen test for something bigger. A feature film about the Vietnam War. He landed the lead role.
I thought, wow, I've got a shot at the big, you know, the big screen here. Exciting, you know?
I'm proud of you, Sergeant Burns.
Thank you, sir. Had to have an American accent. We worked on that a bit. You try yelling in an accent, it's a really hard thing to do. You think you're doing okay with an accent, next minute, you know, you're screaming out something like, oh shit, that was real Kiwi. Like,
kill me, you dirty spy! Fucking lousy Viet Cong! Kill me!
and I think that the first few shots home to parents and that, and the first time I was on a big billboard over there, and I think my mum was like, I always knew you'd do something great. I was like, Mum, it's just B-grade movies or whatever, you know. And everyone else you know is like, oh yeah, bloody porn. I'm like, no, there's a couple of dodgy sex scenes, but it's not like close up on the snapper.
Yeah, I'll take you to America.
Yeah, after that one was done, there's one, The Hunted, came along. Your uncle gets taken out by the KGB.
Boy, I said go. Now! I'm not leaving without you! Go!
And now, all of a sudden, you want vengeance for your uncle's death. The lead lady in that, you know, to do an American accent, but it was, if mine was bad, hers was so strongly Austrian that they had to completely dub her, which I think, yeah, didn't do the movie any favours.
Hey, he's really getting the royal treatment, having one of the top brass around to meet him.
She was interesting stuff.
During the shooting of The Hunted, Brent and Tanya learnt that they were soon expecting their first child. They returned to New Zealand, put a deposit on a house with the money from the movies, and shortly after, my friend Grace was born. The Hunted was Brent's last lead role in a film.
We all find it a bit cringe-worthy, a lot of it, you know, like, and laugh, and I can't watch those films. I have to walk out of the room because they're pretty bad.
Have a good day.
But we're also really proud that he did it because he's really gutsy. And the kids just laugh, they just love him. They just think, oh, good on you, Dad.
I'll get him.
I hardly met people for years that done anything like it, and they've done drama school and this and that and spent their whole life wanting to be an actor, and I just sort of dropped into this. You know, some of it was just cringeworthy, but hey, you do this stuff, you just let it go, man. That little dictator that sits on the side of you, don't always listen to that, you know, but just let it flow, take a risk, jump in the deep end. When you do get a break, or even if you have to make that break yourself, throwing all caution to the wind and don't hold back. Because, you know, if you don't believe in yourself, who else is gonna?
Yeah! I love Brett.
Believe in yourself.
I love battle rats. Tell you what, Leonie, all that action gave me an appetite.
Same.
I could really go a late night curry about now.
Hi guys, welcome to Cooking with Friends. Today, because a lot of you've asked for it, we're making curry, and I'm joined by guest Angela Dravid. Hey Angela, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Now the name Dravid, where does that come from?
Oh, it comes from India.
Do you have a lot of experience making curries?
Yeah, like my family goes back generations.
Wow, that's awesome. Me and my family sort of learned how to make curry about 12, 13 years ago. I think you'll really enjoy it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Maybe you can add a little bit of spice and flair in there to zhuzh it up. Maybe some advice for me. Not too much, though. I think the way I make it's fine. So let's jump into it. Awesome.
Okay.
Woohoo! First of all, we've got some lamb. The lamb was on special.
I'm not sure if it is like the right kind of cut for a curry.
It's a lamb shoulder chop.
It's just not, it's not what I would choose. Okay.
Obviously, I think it's fine, but next we've got celery.
Again, celery.
It really adds a sort of crunchiness, which I love.
I don't know if curries are known for their crunchiness.
Mine are. Carrots.
Okay. You did say soupy, and I feel like carrots and celery are soup items, but...
Carrots are beautiful for a curry, and they'll break down really nicely in the slow cooker.
What? Why would you use a slow cooker?
Because that's how I do it. A red onion.
Red onion? What spices did you bring?
This is what we call masala.
No, that's not masala. This is a fucking stock cube.
I mean, these are spicy, and something that'll really bring that richness out, wine.
This is a casserole.
It's not. It's not a casserole. This is a curry. This is a curry. So we're gonna make a curry, and it's gonna be awesome. It's not a casserole. It's definitely not a casserole.
It's a fucking casserole.
It's not a curry.
So it turns out Ra hasn't actually ever eaten a curry. And,
It's true. I didn't know what one really was, so those ingredients were my impression. I got it wrong.
Yeah, so he's eating his first curry. How do you feel?
It's hot. This is a lot more spice than I'm used to. Those OXO cubes were not spicy compared to this.
Yeah. You've got a bit of sweat and you're blushing a little bit.
It's coming. I've had 2 mouthfuls and, oh dear. Yeah. It's cooking up a notch. Let me tell you. This is proper hot.
Jesus, what did you put in there? Cool.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's burning a hole right to my anus.
I don't like it. I mean, I love it.
No, let's
the flavours.
Cut.
Go to a break.
Welcome back for the very last time. For those of you who have tuned in to watch Hawaii Five-0 both tonight and every Friday before this, we're so sorry.
So sorry. To be honest, I blacked out for the last 16 weeks. What did we even get up to?
Look, I can't remember much either. Luckily, our editor Chris has assembled a moving montage. The Spinoff TV, this is your life.
I need to talk to you about Spinoff television.
Excuse.
This is exactly the kind of person that doesn't go to their friends'
about
wedding
your
because
wife?
they're doing Paul Henry. Paul Henry!
You get out. She's pregnant. What? She's pregnant.
Oh, my baby. We can't all go on maternity leave.
If it's rubbish and I'll decline way out on the...
I'm going to give you a beat, you be slightly off it.
The media have often been real dicks to you. When I say the media, I'm talking about myself principally.
Quite fucked up.
Fucking hipster.
Or we're fucking up shit in the kitchen.
I'm gonna fuck a farmer.
We're all fucked.
This makes us look like fucking idiots.
Fuck you.
Sarah Potts? Fuck yes.
Get the hell out of my office because this is a waste of my time.
Where will I be next? New York, Paris, Milan, who knows?
A total disaster.
And you know what? He's also a massive...
What is it you can't face?
Oh, I've just been told that, in fact, what Nana's saying there is, what is it you can't face, Maria? I thought she was calling Maria a cunt.
I certainly wouldn't use that language.
Oh, it's a big drink. How is it?
You know what this actually smells like? The juice at the bottom of a rubbish bin.
That's a bit close. It's a bit close.
Hayden Donnell, the Spinoff TV.
Madeline Chapman, the Spinoff TV.
Ra Pomaire, the Spinoff TV.
Alex Casey, the Spinoff TV.
This has been Angela for the Spinoff TV.
Seriously, fuck these people.
Well, it's the end of the show.
Yeah, we're
I'm
done.
sad. But we should also probably get out of here before 3 turns the sprinklers on. So thank you to all you lovely people out there who stuck with us, especially those who watched Hungover on a Saturday. You are our people.
You're our people, and you can still watch all our episodes on 3 Now on loop for all of eternity, or keep up with all of us on the spinoff.co.nz. Ko pai te wā kia tātou e hoa mā, engari hei kōna mai rā. Pomarie!
Pomarie!